What's up? You know what it is, baby. How you living? It's Mr. C, aka Goldie the Hooded One, baby. Out here in these streets, I'm about to run up into Throttle God's. I'm going to Throttle God's crib to do an interview with him. Thanking him for the gear, of course. Thanking him for what he's going to be doing with me. He is the one who is setting it up. He is helping the brother out a whole lot. And, you know, I appreciate that. So we're going to go on down there. We're going to get this interview with him as we head into, where is he at? He's somewhere outside of Philly. So we're going to go and check him out. Now, remember, I'm driving. So all that looking at y'all, that's TV. This ain't TV. This is real. This is real. This is real. And I am driving now, so I'm getting ready to get on the highway. So as I get on the highway, y'all pray for me, all right? Keep me in prayer. Because, man, it's a lot happening out here in these streets. You know what I'm saying? We got to take care of one another and stop acting a fool out here with these kids, man. I don't know what's going on in Philly. It ain't nothing like what I grew up in. But dig this. This is Mr. C. This is Hygh Tymes. And, okay, what are y'all doing? You ever notice when you're driving how people just do the weirdest things? Like they're creating lanes where there ain't a lane. It's like everybody just in this one lane, like, okay, we're all gonna go this way while you all go that way. I'm going to hit airport traffic. So dig it. It's Mr. C. It's Hygh Tymes. On the go, as we do. We out here in these streets. I see you. Goldie says, hey, baby. Y'all know what it is. It's Goldie the Hooded One, baby. We about to get up out of here again with the creating of the lanes. I don't understand what these people are doing. That's a whole shoulder. He just driving down it. All right, yo, when we come back, we're going to be up at Throttle Gear. We're going to be at the Throttle Gear, Throttle God's place. That's where we're going to be at. All right? So y'all take it easy and be safe out there, all right? And don't forget, get your spliff, baby. Yo, you know what it is. What's up? This is Mr. C, a.k.a. it's Goldie, baby, in the hood. It's the Hooded One, and I am chilling. I told you we out and about. We up in these streets, or we out in these streets. We not up in the streets. We out in the streets. We out in the streets. We running around. We doing things. We are at Throttle God's spot. Yes, you know it. You can't see it. It's too far down. But I got on my throttle gear saying big ups. Thank you. If I had a camera operator, we could zoom in on that. But we not. So I'm going to do like that. Okay? Got it? No, don't say no. Okay, there you go. Throttle gear. We in the house of Throttle God. He is the official brand. He is the official sponsor for what? Hygh Tymes, baby. There it is. Hygh Tymes, baby. See that? You see that? You see it in the background. That's where we at. So, Throttle God, thank you so very much for having us. And talk to us. Talk to us, because for those of y'all that, well, you don't know, because, you know, you never seen him before. So now you're going to see him and you know who he is. This is my godson, and he is the designer, the creator, the guy who did this. He is the guy who is doing that. Shout out to Trap and Paint Philly TV, a.k.a. Lady Ace, holding it down, doing it for us on EBNY TV. We want to say thank you so very much. And check it out. I'm here with Throttle God, and he is going to tell us all about Throttle. How did this How old is this? How did this come about? How let the people know. I mean, I've been traveling with you for a long time, so I know how old it is, how long it goes, and the steps and where you're at today. So talk to us.
Well, it started in 2012. I'm a part of a motorcycle club called Ghostface Riders. Shout out to them. My president Mayhem, we were out Black Bike Week doing Myrtle Beach, and he knows what I can do graphically. So we were out riding one day, and we stopped somewhere like on the strip, and he was like, you know what? He saw some people with clothes on. He was like, you should come up with your own clothing brand. And I said, nah. I was like, I don't know. I don't know about that. So he said, think about it. So while we, during the whole time of Black Week, went to the dollar store, got a notebook, and just start writing down some ideas, trying to relate it to the motorcycle world. I started thinking about clutching and, wheelies, and I started thinking about all these crazy names. So we were out one day, and one of my members just hit the throttle on this motorcycle and was like flying down the street. So I was like, oh, that's catchy. I said throttle. Couldn't think of nothing. It was just throttle at that time. And I was like, all right, I want something else that makes it really stick. So we were all laughing, and he was like, yo, I'm about to switch these gears. I was like, throttle gear, throttle gear. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna run with that. Ran with it, wrote it down, came back home, sat on the computer for like 3 days, came up with a simple design. Um, it was basic at the time. I said, you know what? I said, I'm gonna run with this. So did the whole process, registered the name, did all that, and said, all right, well, now I gotta figure out how I'm gonna get on a shirt. So I said, all right, well, let me do some research. Went back. At that time, I was in a lot of Facebook groups. So I started joining the Facebook groups on printing and stuff. A bunch. Shout out to the people in the Facebook group. It's called Think and Print. Think and Print on Facebook, and I just posted a simple question on how to get into screen printing. And when I woke up the next morning, 200 comments on the questions about that I asked, and everybody on there was helpful. They told me the right equipment to get, the right inks to get, how to build this, how to do this, and I ran with it.
Okay.
3 months after that, went to Home Depot, built my own press. Um, from the plans that this guy sent me, and I said, all right, well, you know what? I'm gonna print my first shirt right here in this room that we sitting in. It didn't have all this stuff in it. Printed my first shirt. I said, you know what? I said, let me see what I can do after that. So from printing here in the house, I went out, bought a bunch of shirts, and then I learned what shirts not to get and what shirts to get. Because I learned about the shirts that everybody was printing on. I'm like, no. Because those are the ones that everybody was buying from the poppy store that shrink. And with the tags, I was like, nah. I was like, you know what? Nah, I don't want it that way. So, right. So I started learning about the quality of the clothes, the different inks that you use, things like that. Fast forward about another year, and I had my first fashion show at the motorcycle club. Had dresses, hats, all kinds of different things. And somebody at that time said, you know what, you should open your own store. I said, all right. I was like, I'm not really feeling that because I don't want to, spend the money on it.
You don't want that overhead.
I didn't want that. I didn't want that overhead maintenance, but did it anyway. Leaped into it. My very first store, which was on Broad and Drive, 913 North Broad Street, and it was there. It was good. It was me. In the beginning. Fast forward after that, I opened a second store with a friend of mine, who should name nameless at this point because we're not speaking to each other no more. Um, he wanted to invest in it, help me out, put it in there. It was a warehouse.
I remember that story.
Yeah, it was a warehouse. It didn't work. It didn't work out too well, for obvious reasons.
I remember that.
And I was like, all right, I'm gonna step back, take a step back, figure some things out. And at that point in time, I had started doing Uber Eats, and I lucked up and found a spot that the pizza store was letting go. And they were just closing down the pizza store, and they was like, you know what, we just out of here. Happened to look up on Craigslist and see it listed. When I seen it listed, I jumped right in and I said, you know what, I want this store. But this time I said, you know what, I'm going to take my time with it. So I went in the store, gutted the store completely, started rebuilding it, rebranding it, coming up with the designs, because Throttle Gear is actually it's a motorcycle brand, but I flipped it into a streetwear brand. So it's pretty much for everybody. The brand is for everybody.
So it's a streetwear brand.
It's a streetwear.
That's why I'm wearing it.
It's a streetwear brand.
It's a streetwear brand.
There you go.
Okay.
That's the main logo. Now, this wasn't the original logo. I went through like 3 different logos before I flipped it into this.
I like this logo.
The original logo I no longer use because I'm not gonna lie. After I looked at it and looked past it, it was ass. I'm sorry.
It was nice. You talking about the one in the little throttle in the gear thing?
No, not that one.
Oh, I like that one.
The little curse. This is a script font, but the one before that, I'm sorry. After the one with the curly Q thing, whatever, it was ass because I spelled the whole word out.
Oh no, I never had those.
So yeah, I'll show it to you when we finish. It was ass. I'm sorry. It was, the designs I was coming up with. If I go through my catalog right now, and I probably got maybe about 6,000 designs total.
Oh wow.
But the first 150 or so, after I look back at it, they were ass.
Oh, wow.
I can say it now. They were ass.
All right, hold that thought. Hold that thought. See, because the phones are ringing. The phone lines is ringing. Y'all calling in. We appreciate that. So we're gonna jump on this phone and see what that is, and we'll be right back after this. All right, yo, we back, and we're still here with the Throttle God. Again, it's Hygh Tymes. He did this. We're gonna talk about that in a minute. But you said something as you were talking about the gear and everything. You said now it's streetwear, it's street gear. What does that mean? Like for those that may know or may not be really hip to it, what does that actually mean when you say street clothing, like, you know, streetwear?
Streetwear. Okay, for a lot of people that don't know about streetwear started in the rap industry. It was basically a lot of the rappers back in the day. Rappers were wearing like different brands at the time. If they wore it and you seen it, it was popular. It was for the streets. It's not like, oh, you going in the store and buying certain things or wearing a suit, a tie, and stuff like that. It's basically graphic. It started out as like graphic tees. The sneakers, the jeans, the cut off jeans, the cut up jeans, you know, things like that. That's what the streetwear thing developed in.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I had to snatch it away because he'll go on and on and on. And guess what? He don't even smoke, man. So do you understand doing this interview, baby? You got to understand. I got to bring Goldie out for this because, man, trying to talk to him and he's not elevated. And it's like you got to keep a clear head. And you got to remember. So, you know, this is part of High Conversations, but he is not high, you know, not at all. But, well, not but. However, no, it's not even however. He's just not high. So that's not even it.
This is naturally me.
It's just naturally him. So, you talk about all the gear. Now you had leggings, you had hats, you had socks, you had a whole bunch of stuff. I mean, you was just doing it up. And of course, the hoodies that I wear, all Throttle gear. So every time you see me in a hoodie on the show, it is Throttle gear. You know what I mean? So, listen, you want to get some of that Throttle gear? It's what are those? We got buttons too. Yeah, we got.
This ain't a weed jar, but I'm pretty sure somebody could find some weed and stuff.
Oh, I'm quite sure we could stuff that. We could fill that jar. We got some gear, and if you want to get a hold of some gear, I'm going to put it up on the screen. It is
www.thrtl.com.
Okay.
Simple as that.
I'm gonna try to remember all that. We're gonna write it down before we go. Oh, it's on the shirt. Oh, yeah, it's on the shirt. Right, it's on the shirt. It's on the shirt, baby. It's on the shirt. Listen, see that? You see that? You want yourself a tray? You want yourself a tray? Well, you got to hit the like button, subscribe, and subscribe.
You gotta subscribe to the channel. I think he's gonna put it up in one of these corners or whatever.
Yeah, I think it goes over there. Well, it goes wherever I put it. Yeah, I guess I can move it around.
Right here.
So, the shirts, all of that stuff. What kind of shirt is that? Why is it so short?
Oh no, they folded.
Oh, okay. Look at that.
I fold my stuff nicely.
Look at that. So, yo, you want to get a hold of some of the gear? You got to hit us up, hit him up, subscribe, like. You can purchase it online. And I'm going to be doing a giveaway. Hopefully, I'm going to be doing a giveaway because I'm putting together a box. See that? Now, let me see something. I got to find. Oh, my morning cup of Joe. See that? See that? That's the high Java. I drink some good Java out of this one. So you did this for me too. Now, what I need you to do is I need you to tell the people about this part because this is a whole nother business that you do, right?
Right. This is the products that you see are made by my wife. She basically does mugs, tumblers, trays. She can do what's that? The jars, the shake jars that y'all put y'all stuff in. She do ashtrays, pens. I'm getting ready.
Custom made tray.
Yep, custom tray with anything on it, and then the tumbler right there. Yeah, that's my tumbler. But you can get whatever you want on the tumbler, all around the tumbler. So if you want to put your, I know they got the infused drinks and stuff. You want to walk around with it when you out. Here you go, a tumbler. I know they got infused coffees too now. So I think if I'm not mistaken, I think High Times is getting ready to get into them infused coffees, especially that infused iced coffee. People are really gonna love that.
We working on that. We're trying to get all that together because we're working on getting sponsors and everything. Now tell me about this graphic art stuff that you do.
The graphic design business I've been in 20 so years. I started with the Photoshop program and
If you've seen any flyers on the streets of Philadelphia and back in the past 15, 20 years, most likely this guy did them.
yeah, it was either me. It was actually at the back in the day. It was only like really 3 or 4 big time graphic design. It was me, Chase. Shout out to Britt Brat Graphics. She been doing graphics a long time. But it's something I got into. You see that logo right behind me right there. That was something that I wanted to create for him. So that way it's more presentable, more up to date. Shout out to High Times again. But it's something. It's all about branding, and that's what I really wanted the next few years to be about, getting people to understand what branding means. It basically means putting your stuff out so people can see it. Putting your logo, your image on everything you do. Everything, whether it be social media, whether it be your vehicle, whether it be what you wear, what you give away, everything needs to know what you make. Think about big companies like Nike, Adidas. Think about Home Depot, Walmart. When is branding. When you drive past Home Depot, Home Depot because it's their big sign and their big bright orange colors. So it's all about branding. Same thing with Walmart. You see that little yellow symbol of Walmart across it, it's them. So it's about taking your image and doing the same thing what big companies do. But right now, I'm all about branding small businesses, trying to get them off the ground to, worldwide. We in the world of social media. Boom, you can get it out there.
Oh, wow. Get it out there on social media. And you can follow him on social media at
Thrtl in Gears, THRTL, letter N, GEARS, Gears. Everything is the same way. Thrtl in Gears. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, TikTok, YouTube.
Okay, you got too many channels. It's just too many things going on. See, that's why.
You follow High Times too on YouTube. Subscribe to that channel.
Please, please.
Write that name right there. Just type it in YouTube.
Just type it in YouTube. Type it in YouTube and it comes up.
Yeah.
See, I didn't know all that. Yeah. That's why you hire people that know how to do the stuff that you don't know how to do. Or you can type it in Google. Yeah. That's pretty interesting.
It'll come up, and all his social media come up.
Look at here, baby. That's Goldie on there. He's saying, look at it. Type me in. Find me. It's kind of complicated to do a show when you're not just a little bit elevated because it's High Times and, it's all about High Times and what we do. I want you to get yourself a tray. This is a cool tray. I like this tray. This is my new rolling tray. I'm getting rid of the other one. I got a very large one that I won at a cannabis event, but I'm going to use this one from now on because now I have my own personalized tray. You can have your own personalized tray. You know what I'm saying? All you got to do is hit us up. And this is Miss Kitty's Creations, right?
Yep.
That's right. Miss Kitty's Creations.
Same thing on Instagram, social media. Type it in, my Miss Kitty Creations.
Mm-hmm.
have your own
You can
mug,
have your own mug,
your own
so
tray.
nobody won't say it's theirs, it's yours. And you can leave the tree off, but if you can't have the tree, but I like the tree because that's part of the show. So now, throttle gears, throttle in gears. I like the way you did that, throttle in gears. So when you was doing throttle gear and you was sitting back and you had the stores, you had everything, and we were talking earlier, and you were talking about your podcast that you're getting ready to do. Throttle Gears is going to be having a podcast, so you make sure you get on there, check it out.
We about to be popping.
Um, you want to talk to other up and coming designers, like so people that are watching this High Times, because some people get high, and part of being high is not just being high and cracking up and sitting back laughing, although that's what we do on High Times because we like to have fun, baby. High Times is helping you get happy times, baby. That's what it is. But however, rather, we like to look at High Times. We like to find people that are creative. Like, I'm very creative when I'm elevated. That's how all of this came about. But for those young designers that are coming up and trying to get their mark out there and do street branding and all the stuff that you have accomplished over the years, because man, we had to take a walk. You know what? We got some photos. We got some photos. We're going to show y'all some photos. Even if you go on the gram, you can see some photos, but we're going to go back and look at the store and show you what the store looked like. But give these young up-and-coming people some advice. What do you have to say to them?
Well, first thing is never stop and never let anybody tell you what you can't do.
This is a high motivational, inspirational moment right here. Yes, I'm feeling it. It's kicking in. So let's hear what he has to say. He's motivating and encouraging. Let's do that.
Well, just get out there and do what you got to do. But first of all, do your research. I'm gonna tell you that. It just like if you getting high, you smoking weed, you smoking the different types of weed, and you want to understand what it is. Take that same character and do your research. If you want to get into clothing, you wanted to get into branding, just simply do your research. Google is free. So my thing is Google it, look it up, get yourself, get yourself in with somebody. You can look me up on Instagram, you look me on Facebook and contact me and I'll help you. I'm not one of them people that's going to be like, oh, I'm going to charge you. No, I'll point you in the direction.
Well, we're going to charge you a little bit,
Finders.
We're going to get you a little bit, the game, baby. The game. Goldie got to step in here, baby. The game is to be sold, not told, baby. You want to play this game, you got to pay the price, baby. It costs to be the boss. You know what I'm saying? He did not get where he is just by just being willy-nilly free and all of that to everyone. There are a lot of people out here that will try to take advantage of you, and you've had those situations happen to you.
Yeah, I did, and I had to learn the hard way. I mean, it cost me my sanity. That's what it cost me. I ain't gonna lie. I felt like I needed to get high after a few of these situations, but I didn't. But I probably should have. I might. Actually, you know what? No, I did, because Mr. Man right here gave me a couple edibles, so I did try them a little bit. I felt it the first couple times because I never got high before. So, somebody's trying to get me now to talk about taking these shrooms. I don't know whether I'm ready for that high.
Well, we're not going to take him on a trip yet.
I ain't ready for that.
Wait, well, if you microdose, it's nice because the psilocybin, it also acts as a pain reliever, and it also it relieves stress. It's a lot of things that you do if you microdose. You don't have to OD on everything that you do. I smoke because it releases a lot of stress and tension, and I'm also in chronic pain. So, I pray and I thank God that I'm not in pain like I used to, and I also thank God that I don't take opioids. You know what I'm saying? I could be doing a lot of pain pills. Yeah, so you medicate and you take care of yourself. And so when you're branding and you're telling these people to persevere, don't give up, make sure they do their homework. What else is involved in this process? Because looking around, man, and it's a lot.
Yeah, and that was going to be my next topic, because I'm not going to lie to you. Some people might lie to you. I'm not. It's going to cost you. I'm just going to let you know, flat out point, it's going to cost you. The equipment, the time, it's going to cost you.
What about these places where they do, I send you the design and then on the internet, I send the design to them and then they make the shirts for me?
That's still going to cost you. It's going to cost you something. They ain't gonna just make it for free.
Does that cost more than like, okay, I want you to make it? Does that cost more because then the shirts are only being made to order?
Yeah, it costs a lot more because with me, I own everything I have. Like all my equipment, I own. So it pretty much costs me. It costs me my time. But if you go into some of these places on the internet, you maybe about a dozen shirts. I just get a roundabout figure. A dozen shirts might cost you about $200 or $300,
Oh my goodness.
and that's coming out of your pocket. So you gotta factor that into what you about to sell them for to recoup what you spent.
Well, my shirts are going to be $19.95 plus shipping and handling. So, you look at my shirt, it's going to be $19.95 plus shipping and handling. Larger sizes cost more.
This business ain't for the faint of heart. I mean, it's was like any business. You gotta put in the business what you expect to get out. It's not a get rich quick scheme. So you ain't gonna make it right off the bat. So you just gotta invest. So.
You got to invest, but you got to get out there and pump your product.
That too. You got to hit them streets. Another thing I want to tell people: stop thinking that social media is the answer. You still got to hit them streets. At some point in time, you're gonna have to, because social media is only as big as the people that follow you.
Wow. I need followers. I need people to follow me, and I'm working on that. I'm working on that. I love showing this, man, because it is banging. It is banging. This is my new tray. You want to get a tray? Oh, I got to hold it up there? Oh, okay. You got to hold it up. See that? That's it. High Times, baby.
That's Brandon right there. Brandon 101.
Brandon 101. That's High Times, baby. And this is the Thrtl God. This is the Thrtl God. And he is giving you some knowledge on how to get your stuff out there, what you need to do, how you approach people. Now, have you collaborated with anybody, or are you just doing it all on you?
No, I haven't. I want to, but no, I haven't. And it's a big reason why I haven't.
Okay.
In the streets right now, it's trash. I'm not going to it's like the same way I would do with rappers that I don't like, or if I see a music is garbage, I'm not going to sit there and sugarcoat it. A lot of the reasons why I haven't collaborated with people is because some of this stuff. There may be out of a select few I wanted to. They stepped away from the game for a while, but I haven't heard from them or know even way to contact them because a lot of them deleted their social medias. So if it is anybody out there that want to collab, you got to come correct. Don't come to me with I'm pressing some heat press on there. Don't come to me with a bunch of...
I'm doing heat press. My shirts, well, if I get him to do them,
He's different.
if I get him to do them, they're not going to heat press.
Yeah, we're going to work on that. Because my thing is, you limited to what you can do. You limited on the size of things. You can print stuff like that. Right. Also, don't come to me with all the... I'm not into the smacking a gun on the front of your shirt or stuff like that. I'm not into that.
Can I say something? It's not about the gun. It's not about the gun. Oh, yes. All right, I'm getting mellow now, baby. I'm getting mellow. So Goldie asks a question. Goldie says there were some shirts that you did a while ago that I love these shirts. I love these shirts. These shirts were the bomb. They were ergonomic shirts, and I want to promote those shirts. Those shirts were the bomb. You know the shirts I'm talking about.
Is that the one that said like
they had street gear and it had...
Guess who got me fucked up?
No, not that one. It was the ones where you had the definitions on the shirt, the urban words.
Oh, hustle and grind.
Hustle and grind.
You got them?
The hustle and grind. Yo, I'm gonna do what I can do.
It was hustle, grind, trap. There was another one.
I'm gonna do what I can do to bring them shirts back, because I'm gonna put them on hoodies. And I'm gonna have to talk to him about that, because I want those exclusively. And you know what I'm saying, baby? Because pimping is what we do, baby. We gotta have that exclusive. Yeah, yeah, baby. Those were...
They were the Thrtl. It was the Thrtl definition series. That's what it was.
That series. That's a real dope series. Guess who? Oh no, I didn't. You know what? I didn't get to see the other ones.
Yeah, I'm gonna show you when we finish, because
okay.
I thought
you got one of those around?
I got no, I don't have them around. I got the image on the screen behind me.
Okay, we gotta find those. We gotta look at some of those.
Because it was one that I made. It was like "Don't fuck with me with the fingers," and then it was one that said, "Guess who got me fucked up?" And it was
I remember seeing
yeah.
those. I remember. I didn't like those too much. I was like, because you were limited as you could wear them, and that was the problem that I had. No, I mean you could wear them everywhere, but it was just like,
The people that bought them shirts
Yeah.
wore them everywhere. Somebody wore one to the gym, and I'm not gonna lie, they wore it to Planet Fitness. and
see, people were
no, they weren't offended. People wanted the shirts.
they wanted
The
the
staff wanted the shirts. Because he walked in and he started working out with it, and somebody looked at his shirt. The lady looked at his shirt, and she was like, because he filmed it, and she was like, "Oh my gosh!" She was like, "Where did you get that shirt from?" She was like, "I need that," and he pointed her in the direction. And the next thing I know, he came to me and he sold like 20 shirts at Planet Fitness.
Oh wow! Okay.
Yeah, because
So I need to be selling some shirts. Yeah. So, and speaking of series, we got we're gonna try something with him, even though he's not elevated, because I want y'all to understand that in order to do this, you have to be elevated, because unless you got a certain kind of eye, you can't see anything. So what we're gonna do is I'm getting ready to get you set up for high art interpretation. Yes, I'm going to get you set up for high art interpretation while we take a quick break. Okay? All right, so this should be good to go. I'm going to have to edit this out. All right, I'm going to restart. Yo, what it is, baby? We back. This is Mr. C, a.k.a. Goldie, the hooded one, baby. You know what it is. Man, yo, thank you, Trap and Paint TV, EBNY TV, Trap and Paint Philly TV, EBNYTV.com. Go there, hit it up, check us out, EBNY, and you can check us out on YouTube, because I just got off the phone with somebody that was telling me they wanted to charge me some ridiculous amounts of monties, some finances to go on these different platforms. Y'all crazy out your mind, man. We learning how to do this thing. We're going to do this and do it our way. So now, Throttle God, who does not partake, is going to try and do dun dun dun. Can I get my drum roll? Where is it at? No, I got a sound effect. I think I can do it.
You held it up already, and I already see something.
All right, so we're gonna see what he can see in this. All right, so we're gonna let him have it. This is high art interpretation, and we're gonna let him tell you what he see.
I'm gonna hold.
Behind it.
No, I'm gonna hold it this way because I wanna get them the direction that I see what I see in, and then I'm gonna turn it around, so and tell you exactly what I see. So I'm gonna hold it this way.
You said that already. He don't even get.
No. I'm gonna tell you because I want you to see it when I flip it around.
Okay.
I see Zeus,
You see Zeus.
the god.
Okay.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
So now some of y'all may not see it, but I see it.
That's what it is. It's your interpretation.
My interpretation, I see the god Zeus.
Okay, could you kind
Now
of like
turn it around
turn around and point that out?
right here.
Oh, okay.
I see
All
like
right.
his eye.
Eye.
It's like the
Yes.
face. The white part is like his beard.
Okay, turn it around. Turn it back around. Now you gotta direct that to the.
Okay.
I'm gonna hold it.
Okay. So if you look at this part here,
Is it on the camera, man? Whee! Okay,
there you go.
we go.
So this would be Zeus's eye right here, and this would be like his ear and like his beard going down here. So that when he held it down, that's the first thing that came to mind was like the god Zeus face from the side.
Okay.
So maybe I don't know. Did you see it?
Yeah. What else?
Um,
That's all, see, he don't get a lot because he's not elevated, so he doesn't get a lot.
I'm turning in different
Turn
directions.
a different direction. That's part of the plan. He's flipping it, ladies and gentlemen. He's flipping it. He's staring at it.
Now this way I see a mountain.
He sees a mountain.
I see now if I flip it upside down this way, I see like the mountain like with volcano.
He's going to the mountaintop.
But I see like you know how lava's red, but I don't see it red. It's like purple lava.
Purple lava.
So that's what I see on that side.
You see purple lava.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's my interpretation of what I see.
All right. He is not high, but that is his high art interpretation.
one, like I said,
The real one is the Zeus thing. He sees the Zeus. Oh, he sees that. Okay, I can see it now. And once somebody shows you something in any of them, and this is from that damn collection also. There are 6 in the collection. If you want to own the collection, it's going to cost you a couple dollars. But this is number 2 in the collection. That is number 2 in the collection. And he sees Zeus. And once you see Zeus, you can't unsee what he sees. All right? All right, that's high art interpretation, but that was a quick high art interpretation. So when you're
I
not,
don't get high.
when you have to be able to be elevated because he saw 2 things. He saw 2 things. Now I can show you a whole lot in there. It's a bunch of things that I see, many faces, and now I see a woman in there, and I also see a swan. See the swan? I'm gonna show you the swan. There is a purple swan. All right, you gotta hold it up some right there. And the swan is right there.
Oh shoot!
See the swan?
Now I see it.
Now you see it? See, it's like little things once you see it, and I can.
I see it.
Yeah, once you see it, it's kind of hard. There's a woman. Well, that we're gonna. Yeah, that's her. That's her sunshine. Keep that sun shining.
You know what? Yeah, now I see it.
Okay. See, yep. So that's that. Yeah, we're gonna leave that one alone. So that's the high art interpretation. We do have another painting.
High exotic interpretation is what that is.
Yeah, that's what that one is. Why is Siri recording? Siri, stop talking. Okay, so Thrtl God, thank you so very much for your time. Thank you for having us in. Yo, subscribe, like, and subscribe. Get your gear. You know what I'm saying?
The High Times on YouTube. Make sure
Yeah.
you go subscribe. Push that subscribe button. Turn up notifications on, and push them like buttons on there. Get them subscribers up, y'all, right there on High Times. To go type it in YouTube right now, right now. Subscribe. That's how you get it.
Okay, he's got a lot to say there for somebody that doesn't get elevated.
We trying to get his subscribers up, y'all.
Yeah,
we trying to get those subscribers up.
I want viewers.
So what's this? The beginning of March. By the end of March, we trying to get him at least 1,000 subscribers. By the end of March, by the beginning of April, end of March, we want to get him 1,000 subscribers. So make sure you subscribe. Make sure you share this video, post it everywhere. Link it, tag it, whatever you want to do with it. Just put it up there. Subscribe to High Times. He got a lot of content coming.
Okay, thank you very much. He has a lot to say, ladies and gentlemen. A whole lot to say. It's High Times. I love this. Yo, you got to get with my man. Graphic arts is crazy. He is so freaking creative. It's ridiculous. God has blessed him with a crazy talent. He's got a beautiful wife. I got to show off my tray. He's got a beautiful wife. You can see that ring light there, but and she does this, Miss Kitty's Creations. This is my new tray. If you want a tray, like and subscribe. You know what I mean?
He might do a High Times raffle.
I am going to do a raffle. I'm going to do a giveaway where you get a tray, a lighter, and a grinder, and no, you ain't getting all that. You gotta pay for some of that. You gotta pay for all that. But the first, I'm gonna do 2 giveaways. You're gonna get a tray, a grinder, a lighter, and a
Thrtl Gear T-shirt.
Throttle Gear T-shirt, and a pack of. Well, I'm just gonna give you a wrap because I don't do all those wrap things. I was gonna say backwards, but they're not paying for sponsorship, so you'll get a wrap of some sort in there. Although I do have King Palms, they are, I'm a brand. I'm trying to be a brand ambassador for them. So King Palms, I don't have my gold leaf with me because that's what Goldie smokes. That's what we're gonna do: a lighter, a tray, a grinder, Throttle Gear T-shirt, and hey. That's what we're going to do, all right, baby? It's High Times. Thank you so very much to the Thrtl God for being on with us, having us in his place, doing what he does, making it do what it do. So, with that being said, you doing the High Times thing? Yeah, that's kind of cool. So with that being said, make sure you subscribe. Thank you so very much. Once again, shout out to EBNY TV, Trap and Paint Philly TV, Lady Ace holding it down. Thank you so very much. Hey, check out one of my daughters, Moguls of Atlanta. Make sure you check her out, too. Moguls of Atlanta. She got a nice show. It runs in the family, y'all. This is what we do. We do what we do. High Times, Throttle Gears. Thank you so very much. And we out of here.